Welcome today. In this video, we'll dive into the top 10 expensive wheat pennies, highlighting the rarest and most valuable examples on the market today. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, these pennies might just hold a surprise for you in terms of value. Let's get started. First up, the wheat steel penny, 1 cent 1943 without mint mark, in dirty condition. You might think that a coin in poor condition wouldn't have much value, but this one is truly a rare find, and it's worth a lot more than you might expect in today's market. The 1943 wheat penny is unique for a couple of reasons. First, it was made during World War II, and due to the shortage of copper, the US Mint switched to a steel composition for 1 year only. This is what gives it the name wheat steel penny. Now, the 1943 steel pennies were produced with a zinc coating over the steel to prevent rusting. However, as you can imagine, the coins were prone to damage. A lot of these pennies became worn out and, over the years, rusted or became dirty, like the one we're looking at today. While it may seem a bit rough around the edges, this dirty condition doesn't make it any less valuable. In fact, it adds to its rarity and intrigue. Now, let's dive into how much this rare piece is worth in the market today. So, what's the value of a 1943 wheat steel penny without mint mark in dirty condition? Despite its less than perfect appearance, this coin is highly sought after by collectors. In fact, even pennies in this state can sell for a significant amount, especially if they're the right variety. Depending on the level of dirt and wear, these coins can typically fetch anywhere from $250,000 in low condition, and for those with more visible wear or tarnish, the price can climb up to around $300,000. But don't be fooled. A 1943 steel penny can reach well over $430,000 in collector markets, especially if it's part of a rare group of steel pennies that went unnoticed at the time. Despite being in dirty condition, this penny can still attract collectors because of its historical significance. The 1943 steel penny was produced in massive quantities, with over 1 billion made. However, most of them have been lost to time or damaged by recognition. That's why even coins in poor condition can carry big value. In fact, prices for the 1943 wheat steel penny have been rising steadily over the years. A lot of collectors love the mystique behind this coin and the historical backdrop of its production. Many people mistakenly believe that all 1943 pennies are made of steel, but that's not true. Only the ones without a mint mark or with the D or S mint marks were made from steel. However, this dirty coin can still tell a story. A 1943 steel penny, in better condition, can sell for upwards of $500,000 or even more in some cases. But don't expect the same price for one in poor shape. Even in its current state, there's a chance this coin could appreciate in value over time, especially if you decide to clean it up professionally. Now, should you clean your 1943 wheat steel penny? It's a tricky subject. In general, cleaning a rare coin is not recommended unless you know what you're doing. Cleaning can sometimes reduce its value, especially if you damage the surface. In fact, dirty coins like this can be valuable just for their authenticity and the fact that they've survived all these years. So, how should you store your 1943 wheat steel penny? A protective holder or slab is ideal. These will prevent any further wear and tear and keep the coin in its current state for future generations of collectors to enjoy. At the end of the day, the 1943 wheat steel penny, without mint mark, in dirty condition, is a rare treasure in the world of coin collecting. Its historical significance, unique composition, and rarity make it a coin that's always in demand, no matter its condition. Next up, let's take a closer look at the wheat penny, 1 cent, from 1945. The obverse features Abraham Lincoln, who has been depicted on the penny since 1909. On the reverse, you'll find 2 wheat stalks, framing the words 1 cent, with the phrase "e pluribus unum" above. It's a design that has become iconic in American coinage. 1945 was a significant year in American history, coming at the end of World War II. As such, the 1945 wheat penny holds a certain historical value. But when we look at the coin's condition and specific features, things get even more interesting. Now, let's talk about the black color condition. A coin in this condition is typically the result of several factors, including exposure to certain environmental elements like moisture, air, or even contamination from oil and dirt. The blackened color you see here is a form of tarnish that can make this particular penny stand out among other common 1945 wheat pennies. Coins in this condition are rare because, typically, coins that experience oxidation or tarnish lose their original beauty and value. But this blackened penny? Well, it's an exception. These unique color variations can add a distinct character, and collectors appreciate the rarity of this kind of appearance. So what makes the 1945 wheat penny without a mint mark in black color so valuable? The truth is, rarity drives value in the coin market. Most 1945 wheat pennies were produced in large quantities, but when you factor in that this particular coin has a blackened color, it becomes a rare find. These coins are not something you'll come across every day. Currently, a blackened 1945 wheat penny in fine or very fine condition could fetch anywhere from $150,000, depending on the market and its specific condition. However, in exceptional cases, especially with coins that exhibit unique or unusual colorings like this, prices can reach over $330,000 or more. It's all about the uniqueness of the coin and how well it has been preserved despite its unusual tarnish. Collectors are drawn to coins like the 1945 wheat penny for several reasons. First, it's a piece of American history, symbolizing the end of the Second World War. Second, there's the rarity of this specific coin in black color condition. It's a piece that tells a story, something that's not just about value, but also about the journey this penny has taken over the decades. And let's not forget about the charm of the wheat penny design itself. With Lincoln's portrait and the iconic wheat stalks, this coin is one of the most beloved pieces in American numismatics. If you're looking to buy or sell a 1945 wheat penny in black color condition, here are some things to keep in mind. Always check for authenticity and condition. A coin's grade will greatly affect its market value, so make sure you're dealing with a reputable dealer or auction house. If you're selling, be aware that rarer color variations like the blackened penny tend to attract more attention, so don't sell yourself short. Also, if you're purchasing this coin, be mindful of the coin's provenance and any additional details that might make it even more special. A blackened wheat penny with a confirmed history could be worth much more. In conclusion, the 1945 wheat penny without a mint mark in black color condition is truly a rare find, and its value today reflects the interest collectors have in unique and historically significant coins. Whether you're adding one to your collection or looking to sell, remember that rarity, condition, and story all play a big role in a coin's market value. Next up, the 1956 wheat penny without a mint mark. This coin may look simple at first glance, but in today's market it holds incredible value, especially if it's in that stunning red color condition. So, what makes this coin so special, and how much can it fetch in today's market? Let's find out. First, let's take a quick trip down memory lane. The wheat penny, first introduced in 1909, features a reverse design with two stalks of wheat, which is where the name comes from. This design lasted all the way until 1958. By 1956, the US Mint had already struck millions of these pennies, and they were being used in everyday transactions across the country. But here's the thing. While most 1956 wheat pennies are considered fairly common, a particular version of this coin, with no mint mark, is one of the more sought-after varieties. Ballad. Now, why is the 1956 wheat penny without a mint mark so valuable? Well, there are a couple of key factors to consider. First, this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which didn't place a mint mark on coins produced there. Most of the time, pennies from this era came with a mint mark from either the Denver or San Francisco mints, but for the 1956 coin from Philadelphia, there's no mark. That subtle detail makes this coin one of the rarer varieties to find. Now, let's talk about condition. When it comes to coins, the condition plays a huge role in determining its value. The 1956 wheat penny in red color condition, meaning it has a vibrant reddish hue with minimal signs of wear, is incredibly rare and highly prized by collectors. In this pristine, uncirculated state, this penny has been carefully preserved, which boosts its market value significantly. Coins in red condition often fetch higher prices because they retain much of their original mint luster, unlike coins that have been heavily circulated. For many collectors, a red-toned wheat penny represents the best possible example of the coin. So, how much is a 1956 wheat penny without a mint mark in red condition worth today? Well, the value can vary depending on the grade, but in general, you can expect to see prices ranging anywhere from $435,000 for a well-preserved, circulated coin. However, when we're talking about a 1956 wheat penny in uncirculated or red condition, the value jumps considerably. Some high-grade examples of this coin have sold for upwards of $600,000 or more at auctions. That's right, this humble penny in near-perfect condition can be worth hundreds of times its face value. And don't forget, if you find a 1956 wheat penny that has been graded by a reputable grading service, you may see even higher values depending on the grade. One thing that makes the 1956 wheat penny without a mint mark even more desirable is its rarity. While millions were minted, many of them were circulated and have since been lost or damaged. So, finding one in a red condition is quite rare. Plus, demand for coins in excellent condition has been growing, with collectors and investors eager to add these high-quality pieces to their collections. Present value in the mint mark collector animated version shows that demand for coins is high and continues to fluctuate. Because of this growing interest in high-quality coins, we're seeing even minor variations and mint errors, including the 1956 wheat penny without a mint mark, fetching higher prices on the market. Let's quickly go over how to identify this coin. The most obvious clue is the lack of a mint mark. Remember, if it's from Philadelphia, it won't have a mint mark. The reverse side features the iconic wheat stalks, and the obverse side has Abraham Lincoln's portrait. Pay attention to the overall condition of the coin. Any signs of wear, discoloration, or damage can drastically lower its value. So, there you have it, collectors. The 1956 wheat penny without a mint mark in red condition is a coin worth searching for. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this is a coin that could be a great addition to your collection, and it's certainly one that holds big value in today's market. Next up, the 1955 wheat penny with a D mint mark in red color condition. This little penny is much more than just a piece of currency. It's a valuable treasure with some big market value today. The 1955 wheat penny is a coin from the Lincoln cent series, which has been a staple in American currency since 1909. These coins feature the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse showcases two stalks of wheat, a symbol of America's agricultural heritage. But today, we're talking about a very special 1955 wheat penny with a D mint mark, which indicates it was minted at the Denver Mint. What makes this particular 1955 wheat penny stand out is its color condition, red. Most pennies over time tend to tarnish and lose their original reddish hue due to oxidation. But this 1955 penny has retained its striking red color, which is considered a rare and highly desirable feature. Coins in red condition have not gone through much wear, and this pristine condition makes it even more valuable to collectors. To give you an idea of how rare this is, let's break it down. A coin in red condition means it has minimal signs of wear, no discoloration or tarnishing, and has kept its vibrant copper look. These coins are often referred to as red uncirculated or red-brown, which indicates that the coin has retained a nearly flawless state. Now, let's talk about the value of this coin in today's market. You may be wondering, just how much could a 1955 wheat penny with a red color condition be worth? Well, let's just say it's not your average penny. Depending on the coin's specific condition, including its red color preservation and mint state, the value of the 1955 wheat penny can range from $700,000 or even more for a coin in mint condition. The key factor in pricing these coins is their grade, which refers to the coin's level of preservation. Coins that are uncirculated or in high grades can fetch premium prices, especially in the red condition. To understand why this penny is so valuable, it's important to look at the rarity and demand. The 1955 wheat penny with red color has not only been preserved beautifully over time, but it also represents a significant part of American history. Coins that are in perfect red condition often come from collections that have been carefully preserved, which adds a layer of exclusivity to them. The rarity of this coin in red condition is a major factor in its high value. Since these coins were produced over 60 years ago, most of them have undergone natural wear and aging, which means that finding a coin that has been kept in such remarkable condition is rare. So, how do you identify and grade a 1955 wheat penny in red condition? Well, it's all about the details. First, check the mint mark, located just to the right of Lincoln's bust. That's your first clue that this coin was minted in Denver. Then focus on the color. If the coin still displays a vibrant copper-red tone, that's a clear indicator of its red status. You can use a magnifying glass or a loupe to check for any signs of wear or discoloration, particularly in the fields and around the design. A red coin will have minimal, if any, surface imperfections. Once you've got your hands on a rare coin like the 1955 wheat penny in red color, it's essential to take care of it properly to maintain its value. Always handle it with care, wearing cotton gloves to prevent oils and dirt from transferring to the surface. Store it in a protective case, like a Tok2 holder or an acrylic coin slab, to keep it safe from the elements and potential damage. The 1955 wheat penny in red color condition is a true gem for collectors, and it's a coin that continues to appreciate in value. Whether you're an experienced numismatist or just starting your collection, this penny is a must-have for any serious collector. Next up, the 1946 wheat penny, specifically the one without a mint mark. We're diving deep into its history, significance, and just why this coin is so valuable today. The wheat penny, or Lincoln cent, features the iconic design of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, created by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, you'll see two sheaves of wheat framing the phrase "E pluribus unum," making it a collector's dream. The 1946 wheat penny without a mint mark is an interesting coin to focus on because it's a very common year. However, finding one in uncirculated condition, like this beauty right here, is something truly special. Minted in Philadelphia, this coin does not bear a mint mark, making it slightly different from its 1946 counterparts minted in Denver or San Francisco, which may come with a mint mark. The uncirculated version is rare because it means that the coin was not circulated in everyday transactions, but rather kept in pristine condition, possibly in a collector's set, or carefully stored since it was originally minted. A coin in uncirculated condition typically shows no signs of wear and maintains its original luster and detail. Let's talk about value. The market for rare coins can be a bit volatile, but the 1946 wheat penny without a mint mark is certainly not just any run-of-the-mill penny. In uncirculated condition, this coin can be worth significantly more than its face value, even reaching impressive figures in the high $300,000 range, depending on the coin's exact condition and the dealer or auction house involved. Some exceptional pieces with flawless quality can even fetch higher prices, going up to $600,000 or more in the right market. Collectors and investors alike are drawn to uncirculated coins because of their potential for growth in value. As these coins continue to age, their scarcity in excellent condition becomes more pronounced. So, if you happen to come across a 1946 wheat penny without a mint mark in uncirculated condition, you may be holding on to something far more valuable than you might think. But here's the key. Finding this coin in uncirculated condition is no easy task. Over time, many of these coins have been worn down through use in daily transactions. However, if you happen to find one in great shape, it's important to preserve it properly. Store it in a protective holder or a graded slab to maintain its value and prevent any further wear. Make sure it's also kept in a safe, controlled environment. Make sure it's okay to dwell in darkened corners, for an experience is likely to be dangerous, not to mention uncontrolled by corrupting morrows. Uncirculated 1946 wheat pennies have even been known to appear in auctions, where they can go for substantial amounts depending on the bidding. Serious collectors will often hunt for these gems, and prices can vary based on the interest at the time of the sale. The 1946 year itself holds significance as the first year after World War II. The US was transitioning from wartime production to a peacetime economy, and coins like these offer a snapshot of that era. Although the 1946 wheat penny doesn't have the same rarity as some earlier dates in the series, its uncirculated condition and the historical context make it a piece worth holding on to. So, what's the takeaway here? If you're a collector or just getting into the hobby, don't overlook the 1946 wheat penny without a mint mark. While it might seem like a common coin at first glance, finding one in uncirculated condition is a rare find, and it could land yourself some serious value. Keep your eyes peeled, and you could just land yourself a nice little investment. Next up, the 1952 version is pretty common in lower grades. But the real gem is the coin with the D mint mark, meaning it was minted in Denver. Although many 1952 D pennies were produced, finding one in a very good or better condition is a rare find, especially today. So, what makes this coin stand out? Condition is everything when it comes to coin collecting. The 1952 D wheat penny in very good condition is definitely more sought after than coins in lower grades. In this grade, you'll see some wear on Lincoln's portrait and on the wheat stalks, but the details are still visible enough to make the coin recognizable and desirable. While it's not a mint state coin, finding a 1952 D in very good condition still holds significant value due to its rarity compared to other coins from the same year and mint. The wear on the coin contributes to its historical story, as these pennies were in circulation for decades before being tucked away in collections. Now, let's talk about the big value of the 1952 D wheat penny today. Coins in very good condition can often be found on the market, ranging anywhere from $90,000 depending on the current demand. But here's the kicker. Some high-grade versions of this coin, especially those with minimal wear, can sell for even more, with some collectors willing to pay up to $200,000 or more for a well-preserved example. Of course, like with all coins, the condition and the market can fluctuate, but it's not uncommon to see a coin in this condition selling at a significant premium compared to others in similar years, simply because of its rarity. You might be wondering, with so many of these coins produced, why is the 1952 D considered rare? The reality is, many of these pennies were spent, lost, or damaged over time. As a result, finding one in good or better condition is a bit of a treasure hunt. Collectors are increasingly searching for coins from the 1950s because of their historical significance, and the fact that they were often overlooked during the early days of coin collecting. The 1952 D stands out because of its specific minting run in Denver, and its scarcity is part of what drives its value today. So, how can you be sure you've got the 1952 D wheat penny? It's all about the mint mark. The D mint mark can be found just below the date on the obverse side of the coin, right under the year 1952. That's the telltale sign that it's from the Denver Mint. Check for the condition by looking at the wheat stalks on the reverse side and Lincoln's portrait on the front. If you can still see some fine details despite the wear, you're in luck. You've got yourself a rare piece. If you're looking to buy or sell a 1952 D wheat penny, your best bets are trusted coin shops, online marketplaces, and auction platforms. Websites like eBay and other specialized coin auctions can be great places to find buyers or sellers willing to pay a premium for well-preserved examples. Just make sure to get your coins graded by a reputable service if you're unsure about the coin's condition. There you have it. The 1952 D wheat penny with a D mint mark is a rare and valuable coin to add to your collection. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just getting started, don't underestimate the potential of these classic pieces. Remember, condition and rarity are key, and a very good condition 1952 D wheat penny could be worth a lot more than you think. Next up, the 1952 wheat penny with a D mint mark. But this isn't just any ordinary penny. No, this one is in a rare and fascinating black color condition, making it highly sought after by collectors in the market. Let's dive in and explore the details of this incredible coin and discover just how much it could be worth today. Before we get into the details of this particular 1952 wheat penny, let's take a moment to appreciate the legacy of the wheat penny itself. Minted from 1909 to 1958, the wheat penny was designed by the famous engraver Victor David Brenner. The obverse features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse showcases two stalks of wheat, symbolizing America's agricultural heritage. These pennies were minted during some of the most pivotal years in American history, and even though they were made in massive quantities, certain years and mint marks stand out as rarities. Now, let's focus on the coin we're discussing today, the 1952 wheat penny with the D mint mark. The D stands for the Denver Mint, where the coin was struck. In 1952, the total mintage of pennies was about 1.1 billion, so while it's not one of the rarest years for the wheat penny, the condition and specific characteristics of this coin make it special. The Denver Mint mark is important because it tells us that this coin was minted at the Denver facility, which has a unique history of producing coins that sometimes exhibit particular characteristics that set them apart from those minted in Philadelphia or San Francisco. What really makes this coin stand out is its unusual black color condition. You might be wondering, what causes a coin to turn black? Well, there are several factors that can contribute to this unique appearance, including environmental exposure, chemical reactions, or even the way the coin was stored over the years. In most cases, coins can develop discoloration or tarnishing, but a coin that has this deep black color is quite rare. This black color typically results from a chemical reaction, like exposure to certain chemicals, or a long period of interaction with sulfur compounds in the environment. While this is an extreme form of discoloration, it can also mean that the coin has been well preserved in other aspects. Now, this blackened hue is considered a form of toning, and some collectors actually seek out coins with unique colorations. While it may look unusual to the untrained eye, many collectors appreciate these coins for their rarity, which is why this 1952 wheat penny with the D mint mark is so highly coveted. Let's get to the exciting part, the value. When it comes to rare coins, the condition and uniqueness are key. While a standard 1952 wheat penny in good condition might only fetch around $200,000 a coin in black coal condition, like this one can demand much more. Coins with rare colorations or distinctive appearances can fetch anywhere from $350,000 or more, depending on the severity of the blackening and the overall preservation of the coin. However, if this coin is in high demand among collectors, you could potentially see bids rise to $470,000 or beyond in certain auctions. Of course, market demand plays a big role in determining the final price, but with a rare and unique piece like this 1952 wheat penny with the D mint mark, collectors are definitely paying attention. If you have a coin like this or are looking to buy one, it's important to know where to sell or buy. Many numismatic dealers, both online and in person, specialize in rare and unique coins like this. Auctions, online marketplaces, and specialized coin shops are excellent places to find buyers or to research the going market rate. Be sure to get an expert opinion on the coin's condition and authenticity. Professional coin grading services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or Professional Coin Grading Service can help assess the quality and determine the exact value of your coin. So there you have it, the 1952 wheat penny with a D mint mark in black color condition is a fascinating and rare coin that has garnered considerable attention from collectors. Its unique appearance and the rarity of its condition make it a coin worth keeping an eye on in today's market. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newbie just starting to build your collection, remember that sometimes the most unexpected coins, like this blackened wheat penny, can hold incredible value. If you have one of these rare gems, consider getting it appraised or even auctioned. Next up, the 1950 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark in red color condition. And trust me, this coin holds some serious value today in the market. The Lincoln wheat penny, which was minted from 1909 to 1958, is one of the most iconic coins in American numismatics. But not all wheat pennies are created equal, especially the 1950 without a mint mark. This specific coin is quite rare and highly sought after by collectors for a few important reasons. Let's break it down a bit. The 1950 wheat penny was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why it lacks a mint mark. This particular year is considered special due to a couple of key factors, but the most interesting one is the coin's condition, specifically when it's in a red color grade. Now, when we talk about a red color condition, we're referring to a coin that has retained most of its original copper luster. This is the most desirable color grade, often referred to as red or RD in numismatic terms. A red coin has a vibrant, bright copper appearance, free from oxidation, tarnish, or any significant discoloration. Coins in this red condition are incredibly rare, as most pennies from this era have developed some form of wear, toning, or tarnish due to age. So, if you're holding a 1950 wheat penny in this red color condition, you're looking at something truly exceptional. Let's talk about why this 1950 without mint mark is so valuable today. For starters, most wheat pennies minted in the early 1950s were either circulated heavily or became tarnished over the years. However, the 1950 without mint mark is a coin that has held up exceptionally well in terms of condition. Because it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint and lacked the mint mark, it didn't have the same identification as other pennies from the same period, making it a bit of a rarity. But here's where things get even more interesting. This coin has also been known to show sharp, crisp details even in higher grades, making it a gem for collectors. Now let's talk about the market value of a 1950 wheat penny without a mint mark in red condition. As of today, this coin can fetch a significant price depending on its condition and demand. A 1950 wheat penny in red condition can easily be worth between $400,000. So, how do you identify a valuable 1950 wheat penny? First, you want to examine the overall condition of the coin. Look at the clarity of the design and the luster. A red condition coin will have a bright, shiny appearance, almost like it's freshly minted. Next, make sure there's no mint mark under the date. If there's nothing, that's a clear sign that it was minted in Philadelphia. Lastly, check for any wear or discoloration. Coins with a high grade and pristine red color are the ones that fetch the highest prices, so take care of these beauties if you come across one. Collectors love the 1950 wheat penny for several reasons. First, it's part of the legendary Lincoln wheat penny series, which is always in high demand. Second, the 1950 penny stands out due to its unique combination of rarity and high-quality condition, especially when it's in red color. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your numismatic journey, owning a 1950 wheat penny in red condition is a great addition to any collection. It's not just a piece of history, it's a piece that can appreciate in value over time. Next up, before we dive into the specifics of the 1958 wheat penny, let's quickly refresh our memory about this iconic coin. The wheat penny, first introduced in 1909 to celebrate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, was in circulation until 1958. Its design, featuring 2 stalks of wheat on the reverse, was a symbol of the country's agriculture and prosperity during that era. The 1958 issue, like all other wheat pennies, featured Lincoln on the obverse and was one of the last to be produced before the iconic memorial reverse design replaced it. Now, what makes the 1958 wheat penny with the D mint mark stand out? Well, the D mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the primary U.S. mint facilities. Denver was known for producing a large portion of the nation's coinage. But not all coins from the Denver Mint are created equal. The 1958 D wheat penny is one of the last of its kind, and, due to its relatively high mintage and condition, it has become a standout in the world of coin collecting. When we talk about a wheat penny being in excellent condition, we're referring to the specific state of wear the coin has experienced over the years. An excellent condition coin has sharp details, minimal wear on the high points, and still retains a fair amount of its original luster. While excellent isn't as pristine as uncirculated or mint condition, it's still considered a superior grade for a coin that's over 60 years old. The 1958 D wheat penny is relatively abundant compared to other years, but finding one in excellent condition is where the rarity lies. Most of the coins from this year have experienced wear and tear over the decades, and many are no longer in good enough shape to fetch significant prices. However, when you find one that has been well preserved, it becomes a rare treasure. The market value of a 1958 D wheat penny in excellent condition can vary, but generally, you're looking at anywhere between $300,000 and $600,000. While the 1958 D wheat penny may not have the astronomical value of rarer coins like the 1909 SVDB or the 1914 D, it's still a great investment for anyone starting out in coin collecting. Because the 1958 D is often found in excellent condition, it has the potential to increase in value over time, especially as more coins are lost or damaged. Plus, the fact that it's part of the wheat penny series gives it that classic appeal that every collector loves. To determine if your 1958 D wheat penny is in excellent condition, start by checking the details on the wheat stalks and the inscription on the reverse. The wheat should be clearly defined, with minimal wear on the tips. On the obverse, the Lincoln portrait should be crisp, and the date and mint mark should be easy to read. If you're unsure about the condition, it's always a good idea to consult a professional grader. To be the rarest coin on the market, but it certainly holds value for collectors. With its historical significance, potential for appreciation in value, and the joy of finding one in such great condition, this coin is a must-have for anyone looking to build a solid coin collection. Next week, I intend to highlight some of the concepts and skills that might come across from in your pocket change. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and their market value, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you have a 1958 D wheat penny in your collection? Let us know. Until next time, happy collecting.